So I want to tell you this little story in the Bhakti yoga tradition. If you want, you can close your eyes and open your ears. And the story goes like this. When Krishna was is one of the gods in the pantheon, right, of the Bhakti yoga tradition. And when he was a little boy, he was a cowherd in a little village. Kind of like when Jesus was a little boy, he was a carpenter, right? He learned how to be a carpenter. Well, Krishna was a cowherd, and his name was Gopala. Go means cow, and Pala means herd. So he was literally a cowherd. And he lived in a little village, and his mom's name was Devaki. And so Krishna was a god who was also a real person, right? And so he had lived in human form, and as a little boy, he was really mischievous. He was always causing problems. So if you can imagine, like, kind of like in the Indian tradition, the gods are more like Greek gods in the sense that they're fallible and they do terrible things sometimes, and then they make mistakes and things like that. They're not infallible. But when he was but they're still God, right? So when he was a little boy, he was, causing trouble, just wreaking havoc on the village. And so his mom was kind of like totally frustrated with him. And so one day, and the villagers were totally frustrated with this little boy because he liked to play pranks and cause trouble. So one day she was in the house and she was cooking, and all the villagers came in. They said, Devaki, Gopal is up to something again. And you can imagine like an exasperated parent, like, oh, what this time? And they said, he's out in the cow field eating mud, just eating mud right now. You can imagine in a cow field eating the mud, how gross that is. He's just scooping mud into his mouth. So you can imagine, like, throws her stuff down and like marches over there and sees her little boy sitting in this field eating mud. And she at first is frustrated and reaches over and like opens his mouth, like, pulls his mouth open and looks inside. And what she sees inside is not mud, but the entire cosmos, the whole universe inside of her son. And remembers that he's a god, actually. He has divinity within him. And I think the lesson of that story really is that we, even when we're down in the mud and messing around and messing up, we still have this divinity inside of us, this whole cosmos inside of us. But we just forget sometimes. And that's really what Bhakti Yoga is all about, to remember that inside of you, you have this immense gift, divinity, purpose, the whole cosmos inside of you. So today, the aim is to breathe and feel for this space inside of you, this whole universe inside of you. And one of the best ways, the quickest ways to access that is through your breath. So we're going to start in Baddha Konasana. That's feet together, knees out wide. Albina's doing it. And we'll do what's called Shivananda Breath to start. You can come onto your fingertips behind you with your chest lifted up so you can feel a lot of spaciousness. Shivananda Breath is you inhale for as long as possible till you're completely full. You pause and savor it for as long as is comfortable. And then you exhale completely. You'll do that for 3 breaths. And then at the end of those 3 breaths, you'll do what's called Uddiyana. Uddiyana is when you blow out birthday candles and you pull the pit of your belly up. And Albina's going to model it. She loves this part. So this is what it looks like standing, but you'll do it seated. So you blow out birthday candles. You leave all the breath out. You don't inhale. You leave the breath out. And then you pull your belly up, widen your ribs, tuck your chin. You'll do that in a forward fold at the end of your 3 rounds of Shivananda Breath. Okay. So close your eyes. I'll get you started. Spread your toes really wide. Exhale everything out. Come onto your fingertips. Bend your elbows. Inhale and fill up your heart, your chest, your lungs with breath for as long as you can. Make it long and smooth. When you're full, pause and hold your breath without struggling. Soften for as long as it's comfortable. When you're ready to exhale, exhale completely until you're completely empty of breath. Feel for spaciousness. Do that 2 more times on your own. You fill up completely. Feel for space in your lungs, your heart, your chest. You pause and hold your breath. Soften your jaw, your tongue, your throat, your brain. Feel the energy swirling around, and then whenever you're ready, you exhale completely. Feel for pleasure while you do this. Feel for spaciousness. Do another round on your own, and at the end of the round, you'll do Uddiyana breath, which is to blow out the birthday candles. Forward fold. Keep the breath out. Use your hands to pull your heart and tuck your chin. Draw the pit of your belly up and widen your ribs really wide. When you need to inhale, you let your belly go. Take an inhale. And then forward fold a little deeper. Do that breath work 1 more time. So you'll do the Shivananda breath 3 rounds, and then Uddiyana forward fold. So remember, it's inhale for as long as you can, feeling for space. Pause and hold your breath and soften around the energy that's swirling around inside. When you're ready, you exhale completely till you're completely empty. You do that 2 more rounds and then Uddiyana on your own. Use this precious opportunity to feel for space. Maybe you felt a little claustrophobic recently being at home, or you can't go out and do all the things you'd like to do. But what you can do is go in, into this precious space inside that we often just ignore. Rather than ignore it, savor it. Spread your toes really wide so you wake up your feet. And then when you're ready, you can do Uddiyana. And instead of just hunching over, use your arms to pull your heart forward. Traction out your spine. Make more space in between your vertebrae. Okay, come on up to seated. And we'll do unlocking of the hips with side bend first. You're going to pick up your left thigh and lean over to the right and wiggle your thigh out. So you're going to use your arms to like unplug your thigh bone from your hip. And then sit back down. Take your hand and traction out your left thigh. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale and lift your chest up. So it's not quite a twist, Chandler. It's a side bend. There you go. And then exhale, let your head hang down. If it strains your neck, you can tuck your chin down rather than have it hang to the side. Exhale and press both sitting bones down. Inhale, lift up your heart and feel for your ribs telescoping up out of your waist. Exhale, side bend even deeper. Take a long, slow breath down into your left hip, left side, low back. Exhale, use your hand to traction your thigh bone away from the hip. Pull your low belly in. Breathe deep and slow. Now you're going to take a little twist. You're going to turn toward your right thigh a little bit. So your chest kind of now turns toward the thigh. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, turn your chest toward your right thigh. Send your left sitting bone back and down, plug it in. Inhale, lengthen your heart up. Exhale, relax your neck. You can maybe feel for a really delicious opening in your left side low back. Maria and S, eventually your left arm will straighten completely. So your shoulder will hike up by your ear. Yes. Yeah, bring your hand a little closer in toward your thigh and away from your knee. Yeah. And then lift up your chest and inhale. Good. Get your torso long. Exhale, fold. Relax your neck. There you go. Soak breath into your left side body. Feel for it balloon up with your breath. Exhale, press your heels together and your low belly in. Feel for how that makes space in your low back and your hips. Release all that joy. Very slowly and lovingly sit up. And let's do the other side. Roll over onto your left hip. Take your hands on your right thigh and then use the grip of your hands to sort of unplug. You can kind of wiggle and shake and pull that thigh bone out of the hip. It tends to get stuck in there. And then set your sitting bones back down. Take your right hand on your thigh. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Relax your neck. Here you go. And you can kind of wiggle back to front, side to side in your hips. Soften your jaw, your throat, your tongue. Cheryl, relax your neck even more. Here you go. Inhale all the way down into your right side hip, right side low back. Exhale, press the bottoms of your feet together and send your right thigh bone away from your right hip. And then to bring your hand closer to your hip, your right hand, yes. Use the base of your hand to traction your thigh bone up out away from your hip. And you can kind of wiggle and shake. Breathe deep and slow. Okay, turn it into a twist. You simply inhale and lift your torso up a little bit. Exhale and turn your right ribs and left ribs toward your left thigh. Right away, inhale and make your abdominal line long. Feel for space in the front of your body. Exhale, ground down into both sitting bones like you're plugging them into the earth. Feel for opening in your right side low back, sacrum, and right hip. Soak a breath right down into your right hip. Exhale, traction your right thigh bone away with your right hand. Bettina, wake up your feet, spread your toes. Yes. Even if you're not Bettina, do that. Okay, and then slowly make your way up to seated. Bring your legs together and lie down on your back for frog lifting through. Oh, actually, watch Albina first. You might not know frog lifting through. You can also do this with your feet on the wall if you have a tweaky low back. Albina's going to show the wall version. But basically, you bring your knees in line with your hips, interlace your fingers behind your head, and you're just watching now. Toes turn out. She inhales, curl head and shoulders up. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach out through thighs, reach out through feet, pull belly down. Show them what not to do. See this part where she's bringing her knees into her chest? That's not it. They stay in line with your hips. Yeah? Okay, so you lay down, bring your knees right up over your hips, heels in line with your knees, interlace your fingers behind your skull, and then let your knees frog open. See if your knees went toward your belly and instead move them toward your hips so that they're perpendicular to your hips. Yeah, so Maria, next you need to bring your knees away from your face until they're in line with your hips. There you go. Perfect. Heels in line with your knees. Exhale, press your low back down. Everyone, inhale, curl head and shoulders up off the ground. Point your elbow tips up. Exhale, curl your pubic bone toward your navel. Reach out through your inner thighs. Pull low belly down. Inhale, set your pelvis down and lift your chin. Exhale, curl your tailbone toward your navel. Reach out energetically toward your thighs. Spread your toes, pull belly down. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders a little higher. Set your pelvis down. Exhale, curl your pubic bone toward your navel. Radiate out through your thighs and your toes. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower your shoulders just a 1/4 inch. Exhale, curl your pubic bone toward your navel. Reach out energetically through your thighs. Send your feet away from your hips. Pull belly down. Inhale, down into your pelvis and low back. Press low back down. Exhale, curl pubic bone toward your navel. Reach out energetically through your thighs. Look at your belly and pull it down. Inhale, down into pelvis and set pelvis down. Exhale, curl pubic bone toward your navel. Lift your chin, pull belly down. Inhale, down into pelvis, set pelvis down. Exhale, curl your pubic bone toward your navel. Reach out through your thighs. Draw the pit of your belly to the earth. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Bring your hands to your outer thighs. And exhale, use your hands to bring your legs together. Oh, juicy, juicy. Bridge with ankle to thigh. So lie down on your back, set up for bridge with your feet about hip width apart, arms alongside your torso. Press down into your feet, inhale and curl your low back up, your mid back up, and the back of your heart up. Exhale, send your thigh bones away from your hips and press down into your inner feet. You can stay right there. If you're wanting a little more, you can wiggle. You can also put your block under your sacrum for more support. Wiggle your right foot a little bit towards center. Inhale, bend your knee into your chest. Exhale, straighten your left leg up to the sky. Then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Make a figure 4. Inhale, lift both hips up. Exhale, let your left thigh move away from your left hip. Inhale, lift up the back of your heart and lift both hips. Exhale, plug down into your standing leg and reach your left thigh away from your left hip. And then change legs. Place your left leg down. You can center it a little bit. Inhale, bend your right knee into your chest. Exhale, straighten your right leg up to the sky. Inhale, lift both hips up. You're going to lift the ceiling higher with your foot. Exhale and cross your ankle over your thigh. Then inhale, lift both hips and your heart. Exhale, reach long through your left and right thigh. The tendency will be for your right hip to dip down. Don't let it. Pick up your right hip too. Soak breath down into your right hip. Exhale, send your right thigh bone away from your right hip. And then place both feet down. Inhale, lift your heart and your hips. Exhale, bring your upper back down, curl your pubic bone toward your navel, then your mid back down, then your low back down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let everything out. Roll to one side And then sit up and watch Albina. Dolphin to dolphin strut. Okay, so first she's going to start in dolphin. You can stay here, or dolphin strut. She's going to slide one hand back. So you walk your feet a little closer in. Then catch a hold of wherever you can on your leg. You can stay right there. Or if you're feeling really sprightly, one leg lifts. Opposite leg lifts. And that is dolphin strut. And then if she can do the last thing, and that's balloon her ribs toward the front arm. Beautiful. Okay, yours may or may not look like that. And it's still going to be amazing. First, set up for dolphin by placing both forearms on the ground. To measure the elbow distance, wrap your fingertips around your upper arms. And if you have a tweaky shoulder today, interlace your fingers. If not, forearms are parallel. Relax your neck. Take a big inhale and broaden your upper back. Feel for space. Exhale, pull belly in and straighten your legs. You can stay right here. It's amazing. You're going to get lots of benefit from being right here. You can pedal your knees right and left, right and left. And like Albina likes to say, why be moody when you can what? Say it out loud, Albina.
Shake your booty.
Yeah, why be moody when you can shake your booty? Maria Ness, bring your elbows in a little closer and make your forearms parallel to one another. There you go. You can stay right here. If you're feeling like you want to move on, take a big wrap in your right shoulder and slide your left arm back until it's right under your elbow. Wrist under elbow. You can stay here, or you can catch a hold of your foot on the left side. You might want to walk your feet in and widen them a little. You can stay right there, or if you want, raise your right leg up. That's the opposite leg. Yes, nice, Annie. Now relax your neck. That's the challenging part, right? Yeah, there you go, Chandler. There you go, Cheryl. Lift the leg higher. Awesome. Good, Linda. That's really great, everyone. Okay. Forget that side. Lower that down and switch sides. You can come down between sides. Absolutely. And then reset your left arm down. Come back into dolphin. Big wrap of your left shoulder. Press your left forearm down. Slide your right hand back. Catch a hold of wherever you can. Albina's catching the heel, but she had to walk her feet in a lot. And then balloon your ribs to your front arm to make space in your upper back. Maybe lift the left leg up. Nice, Kathleen. Press down into your forearms. So you're pressing the earth down and forward with your forearms. You could do the leg lifts even without catching your foot if you want. Relax your neck, Chandler. Try all that and then see. Oh, yeah, the foot wants to go down then because you have to use your core more. Okay, come down. Then come all the way down. Downward facing dog. Yay, something I know how to do. And just use this as an opportunity to stabilize, to ground down. Fan out your hands. Press your thumbs down, your pointer finger down. Bend your knees right and left. Feel for how awake and open your body's starting to become. Look to the front of your mat and walk your feet to the front of your mat. When you get all the way forward, inhale and come up halfway, scoop your heart. Exhale, ragdoll, forward fold. Separate your feet a little wider. You could interlace your elbows if you want. You can sway from side to side. Exhale everything out. Press down through the bottoms of your feet. Bettina, make your feet a little wider even maybe. Inhale and lift your toes, your arches, your low belly up. Spread your sitting bones. Exhale, let your upper body be soft and fluid. And then inhale, roll all the way up to the top. With your last sip of air, pull your belly in, tuck your tailbone down, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Soft bow of your head. One Om together. Om is the sound before sound. It was the sound that came out of nothing and created everything. It's the sound of creation. Exhale everything out. Big inhale for Om. Alternating suns. Let's party. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left leg back into a lunge and place your back knee down. You can always pad up your back knee. Keep your hands on the ground at first and just kind of wiggle. Make some space. Use your hands to traction to send your heart forward and up. If it's okay on your knee, place your knee down. Soak breath through your body. If it feels okay, you can place your hand on your thigh. And if it feels okay, you can reach your arms up to the sky, spreading your hand bones. Yes. Big inhale at the back of your heart. Lift your heart. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Modified Chaturanga. Step your right foot back. Then place both knees down. Slowly lower all the way down. Low Cobra. Pick up your right leg and slide it back. Inner thigh up, outer hip down, and then do the same with the left thigh to create space. Slide your hands forward for Low Cobra, elbows up. Inhale and pull your ribs forward and up. Exhale, as you come down, continue to pull your ribs forward. Downward facing dog. Pull your belly in, let your head go back last. Step your left foot forward into lunge. Bring your back knee down. Keep your hands down for now and enjoy. Enjoy. You can sway from side to side. If you're like me this morning when I did this, it was like, oh my gosh, what have I been doing to my poor body moment? All that running and whatever else I've been doing made my hip flexors tight. If you want, hands can go to your thighs, arms to the sky. Another part of making space is making space for what you can do. Savoring, enjoying what you can do. Rather than get caught up in what maybe your body's not able to do yet, celebrate what it's able to do right here, right now. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step forward to the front of your mat. Let your neck go right away, forward fold. Press into your feet. Inhale and rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're alternating sun salutation B. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Arms go up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Scoop your heart. Make it long. Exhale, Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Press your pinky toenails down. Exhale, down dog. Left side, warrior one. Step your left foot between your hands. Spin your back heel to the mat. And inhale, slowly rise up. We're going to stay here for a breath. Exhale, sink further down into your front leg. Draw your right ribs forward. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Lulu, lift your heart. Exhale, Chaturanga, high to low. You can have your knees up or down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Pull your heart through. Little bend in your elbows so you can pull your heart through more. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Plant your foot like a warrior. Inhale and rise and shine. Exhale, sink a little lower into the front leg. Eventually, your left ribs pull forward as your right ribs pull back. Inhale, open your heart. Chaturanga, exhale. High to low. You flow. Elbows go straight back in Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Spread your hand bones. Down dog. Big, juicy breath in. Big, juicy breath out. Good breath, Albina. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the front. Halfway up, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Utkatasana, chair pose, breathe in. We're going to go right into the alternating. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back this time into lunge, back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, modified chaturanga. Step back into plank, lower both knees and lower down. Press the earth away from you as you lower. Low cobra. Inhale, draw your heart forward and up. Exhale, bring your heart forward and down, down dog. Right foot, lunge. Step your right foot forward, back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Feel for space as you go up. Exhale, step to the front of your mat, forward fold. Relax your neck right away. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sun B, bend your knees. Inhale, chair. Exhale, bow forward, let it go. Halfway lift, make space in the front of your body. Chaturanga, go back. Knees up or down. Up dog or cobra. Inner thighs to the ceiling. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Plant your left foot between your hands. Root both feet down and rise up. Exhale, chaturanga. High to low, you flow with grace, with ease. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Inhale and rise up. Soft and easy breath. Lift your back bottom ribs. Chaturanga, high to low. Upward facing dog. Inner ankles hug the midline and up dog. Down dog. Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We're moving into B series with vignettes. So we're changing it up. Step your left foot forward into warrior two with shoulder shrugs. So you can watch Albina if you'd like, and do it at the same time. Draw your right hip back so that the two hips are in one line. Pull your belly in. And we're going to work on our shoulders. You want to move your hair out of the way a little bit? There you go. All right. Inhale and spread across your upper back. Your arms are hanging down. Lift your shoulders up by your ears. Squeeze the top tips of your shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing as you exhale and drag shoulder blades down. Let your arms go. Inhale and feel for space as you spread upper back. Exhale, draw the middle parts of your shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing as you drag shoulder blades down. Inhale, let your upper back broaden with your breath. Exhale, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Squeeze your elbow tips together. Keep squeezing as you drag shoulder blades down. One more round of that. Inhale, broaden upper back. Lift your shoulders up by your ears. Squeeze top tips of shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing as you drag shoulder blades down. This time you don't lift your shoulders. Inhale, broaden upper back. Exhale, squeeze middle part of shoulder blades. Keep squeezing as you drag shoulder blades down. Inhale, let your upper back broaden. Exhale, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing as you drag shoulder blades down. Elbow tips squeeze in. Release all that. Feel the space you made in your shoulders and upper back. You woke up your upper back. Reverse warrior. Right hand on your thigh, left arm alongside your ear. Dig down into your front heel for support and press back with your front heel. Inhale, soak breath into your left ribs. Exhale, relax your neck. You can look back, you can look down. Right now, you're making space from your left hip all the way through your left fingertips. Feel for relaxing your neck in this pose. Look back to your back heel and let all of those muscles in your neck open up. Annie, make a little more space by sending your left hip point up away from your left thigh bone. Yeah, you just did a lot of space right there. That was awesome. Extended side angle variation. So bring your left forearm to your thigh. And in this variation, you're going to wrap your right arm around behind your back and either catch your pants, your thigh, or whatever you can catch a hold of. Inhale, feel for lifting your heart and the crown of your head up out of your waist. Exhale, pull your low belly in and tuck both sitting bones back to your back heel. Reach diligently through the back of your back foot to open up your low back. Ease your left shoulder blade away from your left ear and relax your neck. Feel for making space across your collarbones, the top of your heart. Exhale, feel for easing your shoulder blades down your back. Release all that joy. Chaturanga. High to low push-up. You go. Cobra, low cobra, maybe up dog. Pull your heart through. Down dog. Step your right foot between your hands for warrior two with shoulder shrugs. You know these now. Well, I'll talk you through the first one. You'll do the second one on your own. So release your arms. Draw your left hip back so the two hips are facing the side plane. Take a big breath into your upper back. Lift your shoulder blades. Squeeze the top tips of your shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing as you drag shoulder blades down your back. Relax. Inhale into upper back. Let your shoulder blades get broad. Exhale, squeeze the middle parts of your shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing without locking your jaw and slide shoulder blades down your back. Third part, inhale into upper back. Let your shoulder blades broaden. Exhale, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Squeeze your elbows in. Keep squeezing as you drag shoulder blades down. Relax your arms and do one more round of that. It's got 3 parts on your own. Pause and enjoy it. Feel your upper body waking up. This is teaching your the muscles between your shoulder blades, upper back muscles, how to get more intelligent so that they can support the opening of your heart, carrying yourself with an open heart, with pride. Unwinding habitual slouching. When you're done, reverse warrior. Flip your right palm, left hand goes to your left thigh for support. Balloon breath into your right side body, and then relax your neck. You can hang your head to the side, or you could look down at your back foot. So rebend your front knee if you've unbent it, and then inhale all the way from right hip to right fingertips, feeling all those intercostal muscles expand with your breath. Exhale, pull your left side low belly in for support. Extended warrior variation. Right forearm on your thigh, left arm reaches around in a half bind. This version helps open up your left side collarbone, the left side of your heart, your left shoulder. Press down into both feet and your right forearm to lift your ribs up and out of your waist. Exhale, dial your heart to the sky. Relax your neck. Right now, exhale everything out. Soak a big breath up under your collarbones and feel your heart lift. Exhale, let your right sitting bone move down and back toward your back heel. Albina, press through the outside of your back foot a little. Yes. Chaturanga, you go. When you flow with grace. You could always skip it, which Bettina did. Good job. Why not? It's your choice. Big, juicy breath in. Big, juicy breath out. Moving on. Archer Warrior 1. Strap your left foot into Warrior 1. And then rise up. Bring your right arm to your right hand to your upper back. Albina's doing it. Like you're patting yourself on your back. And then left hand on top of your elbow. You can use your fingertips on your left hand to kind of pull your elbow, the muscles and the skin right at the elbow to kind of unlock your tricep. Inhale and lift up in your right side body. Exhale and wrap your right shoulder blade around toward your armpit. Slide shoulder blades down your back. Draw your low belly in for a lot of support. Feel for making space in your shoulder blades. So sometimes our bodies, our shoulders get all tensed up from hunching, from texting, and this helps open all the space in the joints of your shoulders. Take a breath into your shoulders and shoulder joints. Exhale, widen your shoulder blades away from one another and pull your front ribs into your body. That was good, Linda. Good adjustment. Twisting warrior. Unwind your arms. Bring your right elbow tip to your left thigh. And then make a fist. Top hand is like flat palm. You can always bring your back knee down, or you could turn your back heel up if you have a tweaky knee in the right knee. So both of those are great modifications. Exhale and press down into both feet. Get roots. Press down to your bottom arm. Inhale and lift the top of your heart and the crown of your head up out of your waist. Exhale, turn your heart open and relax your neck. Feel as you traction your ribs, feel for making space all along the spine, waking up and lengthening out the coil in your spine to create more space in between your vertebrae. Then, very gently on your exhale, twist. Twisting triangle. Place both hands on the mat. Step your back foot in about a foot to a foot and a half and a little bit to the right. Your right hand can be on a block or your shin or the mat. Your left hand can be at your hip crease, your low back, or you could reach it to the sky. Maybe reach your right hip up just a little to level out your sacrum. Then inhale and unwind the front of your body like you're lengthening your belly and your heart out. Feel for space. Exhale, ease your shoulder blades away from your ears to open up the top of your heart. Today when I was practicing, one way you can up-level this and keep the same thing is to turn this into standing twisting half moon by placing your right hand a little bit forward of your toes and then bringing your back leg up. Only if you wanted to, otherwise stay in the twist. Okay, Chaturanga Vinyasa, you go. You flow with grace. Forgetting that side because it's over. Already gone. But the good news is you have another side. And use all the skill to do it on the other side, all the wisdom you gained on that side. Step your right foot forward into Archer Warrior 1. This time your left hand is at your upper back, and then place your right hand on top of your elbow tip. I like to start this way because it really gives my left side body something to lift up into. Inhale and feel for your left side body lifting forward and up. Exhale, pull your front ribs in a little bit, stitch them in, Albina. There you go. Take a big breath into your upper back and shoulders. Exhale, reach up through your left elbow tip and wrap your shoulder blades around to the front. Feel for all the space you make. Maybe even close your eyes and imagine you could breathe space into your shoulders and shoulder blades and feel for actually making space in those joints. Twisting warrior. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, twist. Left elbow, right knee. Bottom hand is a fist, and then make your top hand flat like a pancake. Press down into both arms. Inhale and lengthen your left side body like you're growing the top of your heart long, like a slinky. Exhale, turn your heart open. You can always have your back knee down. You can always have your back heel up. So there are ways to make the pose work with your body. You don't have to shove your body into a pose, right? The idea is you can have your bottom arm down if that feels better, Danielle. So that way you have some support. Or even on the ground, whatever feels best. Everyone, draw your right hip back and lift your left hip just a little. Hug your inner thighs in. Inhale, get longer through your spine. Then with all that length, now dial your heart open. Twisting warrior. Both hands on the ground, or sorry, twisting triangle. Both hands on the ground, step your back foot forward and a little left. And you can wiggle your hips side to side and then come into the twist. Left hand on the earth, block your shin. Right hand at your hip crease, your low back, or catching a cosmic high five, lifting your arm up. Imagine that the universe was giving you a high five back and you could just lean in and press against that, knowing that you're going to be met with whatever you come with. If you come with openness, if you come with this sense of, let's see, like a sense of yes, you're going to get met with a yes. If you want to turn it into the twisting half moon version, you just slide your left hand forward of your big toe and then bring your back leg up. And it's the same pose. It's just a little funkier. There you go, Cheryl. Why not? It's Saturday and you're alive. Big breath in. Yeah, any chaturanga. You go high to low and flow. With grace, with ease, with enthusiasm. Down dog. Huge breath in. Open your mouth, let it out. Eagle warrior 2. Step your left foot forward into warrior 2. Eagle arms this time. Wrap your left arm over your right. Braid up your elbows and wrists. Inhale and lift your elbow tips up toward the sky. Exhale, let your head rest on your arm. So you're bowing your head to your heart. This is a great opportunity to send breath and space into the back of your heart. You're even opening your shoulders more. Inhale into the back of your heart. Feel breath pouring into the back of your heart. Exhale, soften your jaw, your throat, the back of your skull. Inhale into the top of your brain and the back of your brain. Exhale, feel for relaxing the top of your brain, the back of your brain, and the gray matter around your brain. Eagle ostrich, keep your arms and simply forward fold in between your legs. If that becomes too intense, let your upper body drape down. If it becomes too intense, you could release your arms. Otherwise, keep your eagle arms. Press into both feet. Take a big breath and spread your sitting bones wide. Exhale, draw your belly and let your upper body drape in this eagle arms. Breathe deep and slow. If it feels intense, that's because it's designed to be kind of intense. And as you get more open in this, you could start to move your torso more to the center of your legs rather than toward your front leg. Head to ankle prep. Unwind your arms. Bring your left hand to your left inner thigh. You're still in warrior two legs. And then bring your right hand and your torso toward your back leg. Albina's doing it. So left hand, left inner thigh. Yeah. And then right hand kind of scooches around to your back leg. Eventually, you're going to straighten your left arm against your thigh to traction your right thigh long. And then balloon your left ribs further left. Exhale and turn your torso to your back leg. That looks good. Danielle, bring your hand closer to your thigh and away from your knee. Yes. Now inhale into your low back, your sacrum and your left ribs. Exhale, turn your heart toward your back leg. Relax your neck. Vinyasa. Walk your hands around in the front and you flow high to low. Cobra, low cobra, maybe up dog. Down dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Excuse me, right foot between your hands. Eagle warrior one, right arm on top. Excuse me, eagle warrior two, right arm on top. Thank you, Albina. Inhale, lift your heart up. Lift your elbow tips up. Exhale, let your forehead rest on your arms. Breathe into the back of your heart. Breathe into your brain, your skull, and in this pose, let your heart and your arms support your brain so that your brain can relax, so that you can let go in the space right where your head connects to your neck, the occiput. Right below the occiput is some of the oldest part of your brain where we carry old patterns, old stale ways of thinking, old limiting beliefs. Breathe into that space right now. And as you exhale, feel for letting go. Maybe even let your tongue hang out. Letting go of those old limiting beliefs. Whatever stops you from seeing and remembering your divinity, your true nature. Eagle ostrich, forward fold inside your legs. Keep your eagle two or warrior two legs and relax your neck, relax your upper body. Eventually, maybe your upper body's just kind of relaxing and draping toward the ground, and your lower body's doing most of the work. Press into both feet. So if you're feeling it mostly in your front leg, press into your front heel to send about 50% of the weight and energy to your back leg. Let them share the load. Soak breath into your low back, your sacrum. Exhale, pull belly in and soften. Head to ankle prep. Unwind your arms. Right hand goes really close to your right hip. And eventually right arm straightens. Turn your torso toward your back leg. You got it. Straighten your right arm. Inhale, lift your right shoulder, right side body, expand it. Exhale, turn your torso to your left leg. Eventually your right arm totally straight, hiked up by your ear. There you go. Is this intense? You're welcome. Stay with us, Beth. You got it. Okay, Vinyasa. Cobra, low cobra, maybe up dog. Down dog. Walk or hop through to seated and lie on your back. Baddha Konasana on your back. So Baddha Konasana like we did before, except for now it's on your back and your feet are coming over your hips, feet together, or maybe over your belly. You could look at Albina if you're not sure what I'm saying, or maybe over your face. And then you're going to hold on to your feet. Yeah, and wherever you can get your feet to is great. If you can bring the soles of your feet together, Maria and Ness, do that. And then very gently pull your feet toward your torso and let your knees fan out. Eventually, it's kind of like a rainbow. Your feet kind of go up and over, closer to your face, and your legs kind of go out. Send your low back to the ground, and you can rock gently side to side. If you remember how to do that Uddiyana, you could do it now. It's a big breath in, and then exhale, blow out birthday candles. Keep the breath out, tuck your chin, suck the pit of your belly up, pull on your feet, and use that suction to lengthen your tailbone even further to the ground. When you need to breathe in, just let your belly go, take a breath in. Shavasana. That's it. If there's any last little things you need to do before you go to Shavasana, you can do them. You could take a twist, you could do another pose, but make your way toward Shavasana. If you're ready for Shavasana now, amen. And once you get into Shavasana, make a lot of space for yourself. So send your left heel away from your left hip, your right heel away from your right hip. Wiggle your right shoulder away from your right ear, your left shoulder away from your left ear. You can roll your head from side to side until you feel something in the center. And then relax. If you want, you can put one hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. Feel for all the space you made in your body with your practice. That's right. And soak breath into the space under your hands. The truth is like Gopala, like Krishna. We have a whole cosmos inside of us. We're made of the same stuff as the cosmos, the same star stuff. And we have a divine nature too, even when we're messing up. Even when we're struggling. And just like Gopala's mother, we're loved, so deeply loved. We're loved through our imperfections, in spite of and because of our past. And we're always connected to something bigger than ourselves.
if it's true that our true nature is divine, our true nature is to love and to be loved, maybe we don't have to work so hard or try so much. We can simply remember who we really are. Take a long, luxurious breath in. And a long, luxurious breath out. You can start to wake up fingers and toes and bigger body parts. Stretch out how it feels good. Hug your knees into your chest. When you're ready, give yourself a big loving squeeze. And then very slowly, with loving awareness, turn toward the screen and come on up to seated. Sit up really tall, like a lighthouse. So there's a chant that goes with that story. We told you all the characters, right? Gopala. And Kristen and Randall from Bhakti House Band joined. So the story I told was about the time that Gopala was out eating mud and Devaki looked in his mouth and saw the universe. And so the chant is Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala. So Gopala and Nandana means Ananda, bliss, right? And so really what this song is that Gopala is the bliss of his mother. You know, she just adores him so much, even though he's kind of a punk, because that's what parents do, right? That's what our divine parents do with us. So it goes something like, Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana 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 Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala. You can join me. Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, 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 Devaki Nandana Gopala. Soft bow of our heads. May we use this practice to remember that our true nature is divine, no matter what, and that we're always loved, no matter what. We don't even have to do anything special to deserve it or earn it. We can simply open up to it. Namaste.